it's Hannah, and today I have a bead weaving tutorial for you because I haven't done one of those in a while, so I thought it's about time. And today I'm going to show you how to make a square stitch Game Boy. Oh, it's so dinky. I've made mine into a stitch marker, but, oh, excuse the nails, you can make yours into whatever you like. And for some reason, this is a little bit wibbly wobbly. I think I'm out of practice with the whole square stitch thing, but that's fine. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for a new craft tutorial every Sunday, and then little bonus videos in the Thursdays, on Thursdays as well, in the Thursdays, I don't know what I'm talking about. And also, if you've never watched one of my bead weaving videos before and you don't know what it's all about, don't forget to check out the Square Stitch Basics video. In there I teach you how to start, how to do the stitch, how to increase and how to decrease. I don't explain it in this video, but yes. I saw a perla bead version of this and on Pinterest and thought, well, that would be cute. So I'll pop a link to the original pin that I found in the description box below. And yes, you didn't click on this video to watch me waffle on. Let's just get on with the tutorial, shall we? Ooh, first time I've done a voiceover in a while, might be a little rusty. Anyway, instead of listing everything I used, I've popped a link to all of the bead colours and whatnot in the description box below, so you can just go down there, and the link to where I bought my supplies are also down there. So we're going to start at the top of the Game Boy, and we're going to attach our bead stopper, which, like I said, link in the description box. I've cut far too much Nymo beading thread. I think I did 1.5 meters. That's far too much. Anyway, right now I am picking up 7 purple beads, or whatever Game Boy colour you happen to choose. I went with purple, and I explain why in the outro. And now I am going to be doing a full row of black beads over the top of all of those purple beads. So I'm going to be attaching 7 black beads, one at a time. I also think my tummy's going to rumble again. Literally felt fine until I pressed record, and then all of a sudden I'm hungry. I don't quite know what's wrong with me. Anyway, I do skip ahead in this tutorial. So if you are following along live, feel free to pause at any point, like now, just when I skip ahead. There we go, finished off all of those 7 black beads. Now we are going to increase by 1 by picking up 2 purple beads, and you will know why if you watched my Square Stitch Basics video. It explains how to increase in Square Stitch. I don't explain it here, otherwise every single bead weaving video would be the longest video in the world, and I don't want that. So yes, I've increased by 1 on both this row and the row below. Now we're ready to start the next row, I guess. You can see where I am. I'm on the next row down. So I'm going to attach 1 black bead. A bit of a croaky voice. Don't know why, haven't spoken much today, I think that might be the reason. And then I'm going to attach 5 grey beads. And like I said, feel free to pause, as I will be skipping ahead momentarily, and I'm just going to adjust how I'm sitting. Not that you need to know that, but I like to inform you of what I'm doing to make voiceovers more interesting. Plus, people tell me that I have a soothing voice. So if you're watching this to fall asleep to, I hope that you sleep well. Or is that creepy? I watch beading tutorials sometimes to fall asleep to, it really helps. And now I'm going to attach another black bead on this side. And now we need to increase on this side as well. So, you guessed it, that is what I'm going to do by picking up 2 purple beads. And I'm just going to increase the same way that I always do. Increase. I have such dry skin on my index finger, just from knitting. Oh well. Oh, it's always fiddly when you start square stitch. Sorry it goes out of focus. I'm going to go through all of the beads on the previous row that we just did, and then back along all of the beads in the row that we've literally just done, just to strengthen it, because I'm going to be using it as a stitch marker. So the next 3 rows are all exactly the same as the row we just did, which is not increasing. So I will talk you through this row, but I skipped the next 2. So 1 purple bead, 1 black bead, and then I'm going to attach 5 grey beads. My tension is so off on this, it makes me really sad. I need to get back into bead weaving more, so I can actually start to make things that are straight again, because this is so wibbly wobbly. Not wibbly wobbly timey wimey. That's a different thing. So yeah, I'm going to be attaching 5 grey beads. Pause here if you are following along live, because I'm going to skip ahead now. And then attach another black bead. And then 1 more purple bead. And for some reason on my camera these purple beads look blue, but they are definitely purple. They're like a slightly darker but same tone of purple as the diagram picture. So yeah, the next 2 rows are exactly the same as that one. So feel free to pause it there to catch up. So we have 4 rows of screen. Now I'm going to attach 1 purple bead, followed by 7 black beads, for the bottom of the screen. I miss my Game Boy. I know exactly where it is. It's in my mum and dad's house. I have to crack it out. Actually, my Game Boy SP was better because it had a background light on it, whereas my Game Boy Color didn't, so I couldn't play it in the dark. But we did get one of those clip-on things. Pause here, by the way. Yeah, we got a clip-on light for it. Attach 1 more purple bead so we could play it in the car when it was dark, because I've tried to play it by street light before and that never works. Well, I couldn't make it work anyway. So these next 2 rows are both exactly the same. I'm going to be attaching 9 purple beads, and sometimes I alternate rows by doing some beads 2 at a time. So I do 1 row with beads 2 at a time, and then the next row I'll do beads individually. It speeds up the process a little bit, but I can't seem to do 2 beads on every row because it winds up wiggly. And I think that's why it isn't the most even, because I did do 2 beads at a time and I wasn't pulling tightly enough. Like I said, super out of practice. So yes, I'm going to be doing 2 rows of 9 purple beads. And I alternate when I attach 2 beads at a time, followed by 1 bead at a time. So the next row will be 1 bead at a time. And yeah, feel free to pause here because I'm skipping ahead. There we go. And then I tried to go back all the way through, but for some reason my needle wasn't cooperating. I didn't want to break any beads. So I'm going to attach 1 purple bead, followed by 1 black bead, followed by 4 purple beads. And I don't skip ahead for this. But I do get in a tangle, apparently. My nail varnish is more pink than it's showing up as well. How frustrating and strange. I suppose I could play with... no, I'm not going to play with the settings. No, that's a terrible idea. Really sorry about it being off screen and out of focus. That's not very professional of me. So yeah, now I'm going to attach 1 black bead, followed by 2 more purple beads. Sometimes I watch this back and think, what was I doing? I always vow to be better. And just sometimes my brain forgets. So next row, I'm going to attach 1 purple bead, followed by 3 black beads, my computer fan is unhealthy. Don't know if you can hear the whirring. Maybe not. followed by 2 purple beads. I need to get a fancier camera. And this one's all very well and good. The camera I'm using, it does the job. It's used by vloggers, but yeah. Followed by 1 black bead and then finishing off the row with 2 purple beads. I need one that's better for like macro close-up stuff. Ooh, loud people talking outside my flat. That's nice of them. So yes, I'm going to go through the row above. I sometimes need pliers to help get my needle through because I can't get a good enough grip on it. Never force your needle to go where it won't go, because otherwise your beads will break and then you have to take it all out and start again, and it's really sad and stressful and sad. So next row, we are going to attach 6 purple beads, and I do these 2 at a time. Look at me go. I think I do this whole row 2 at a time actually. I was conscious that my camera battery was running out of juice and I wanted to get this tutorial filmed for you. So yes, 6 purple beads, followed by 1 black bead, and then finishing off the row with 2 purple beads. But of course I pick up a purple bead and a black bead together and attach them together because that's what I do. Wonderful. Wish that noisy person would leave outside of my flat. It's quite frustrating. So the next row is just 9 purple beads. Just all the way across. And once again, feel free to pause here if you are following along, because I do skip ahead. Skip. Yes. So now we're decreasing this row by 1. And I don't go into details on how to do this because it's all explained in my Square Stitch Basics video, which I need to rewatch and make sure it's okay actually. And then we are finishing off this cute little Game Boy with a row of 7 purple beads. Once again, feel free to pause because I do skip ahead. It's getting repetitive now. Yes. So I'm just going to sew in this long tail and trim off any excess, leaving the starting one for now. And I'll show you in a second. So, threading my needle with the tail from the other end. Yep. And now I'm just picking up 5 clear size 11 seed beads and creating a loop going through that first bead we picked up. And then going back through all of those seed beads again, just for extra security. You don't have to, but I like to. Oh, don't lose the end of, there we go. And now I'm just going to weave in this end as well, just like we did before, making sure that you're following the pattern of the beads, because otherwise you'll get thread showing where you don't want it to thread showing where you don't want it to show. Hey, my tummy didn't rumble. That is super exciting. Don't speak too soon. There is still always time for something to go wrong. So yes, I'm just going to keep sewing those ends in. There we go. Trim off excess. Cute. Obviously, if you're making it into a pin badge or something, you don't have to make the loop, but I'm not. So grabbing my 4mm jump ring, twisting it open with a couple of pairs of pliers, as I do, and threading it onto the jump ring, attaching my lever back earring, finding, twisting it back closed, and now it's ready to use as a stitch marker or earring. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Like I said, I turned my little charm into a stitch marker. You could also turn it into earrings if that's what you're into. You could add a pin badge to it and turn it into a little pin. That would be cute as well. But yeah, also you don't have to make a purple one. You can make whatever color you want. You could even go with the first Game Boy color, but I didn't have one of those. I had a purple Game Boy color. I had the first Game Boy color that came out. I played Snoopy tennis on it a lot. I loved Snoopy tennis. It's how I learned the rules to tennis. Anyway, if you did happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out my video, helps to get it out there, and also lets me know that you liked what you saw. And if you did enjoy it, don't forget to hit subscribe as well. Like I said in the intro, I post a new craft tutorial every Sunday. I have a knitting and crochet podcast every other Thursday, and then I do random videos on the Thursdays in between those. So I hope that you stick around, hit subscribe, and join the crowd. If there's any other tutorials that you would like to see, don't forget to leave the suggestion in the comments section below. That way I can see if I can make that happen for you. And if you do happen to recreate anything using one of my tutorials, especially this little guy, don't forget to post a picture on Instagram using the hashtag #TheCornerOfCraft. That way I can see it and I can see you, and we can become friends, and it will be fun. I like the little online community that I seem to have grown with all of your assistance as well, obviously. But yes, I think that's everything I have to say. Oh, links to where I bought all of my supplies can be found in the description box below. I actually got all of my supplies from the same place this time, which is rare. Usually I mix it up a little bit. But all of my supplies were from mailorder-beads.co.uk. They ship internationally. I am in no way sponsored by them. I don't get paid for mentioning them. I used to work there, as in like a real proper job, used to work there before I moved to Germany. But I don't work there now. But it's where a lot of my supplies are from, because I did used to work there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I shall see you very soon in Thursday's podcast. Bye. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to do that again.